Welcome back to today's NBA pick video play for January 12th, 2018. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this Eastern Conference matchup between the Brooklyn Nets and the Atlanta Hawks. Give our lean on who we feel has the better edge against the spread. The road team today, Brooklyn, coming into this one as about 3.5-point underdogs, and they're going to be without their starting point guard, D'Angelo Russell. On the season right now, the Nets, they do stand a little bit above the Atlanta Hawks in the Eastern Conference basement. They're at 15-26 overall and just 6-13 on the road. In their last outing, the Nets looked terrible against the Detroit Pistons at home, losing that one by a final of 80-114. The Nets just simply didn't have any answer for Detroit in terms of getting Andre Drummond off the boards and out of the paint, and also their three-point shots weren't falling. Early on in that fourth quarter against the Pistons, the Nets found themselves down 40 points, and that's when about when both teams emptied out their respective benches, just kind of coasted on throughout the rest of that game in what turned into be the largest defeat the Nets have ever taken at the Barclays Center. And it was actually kind of a surprise to see Brooklyn take such a step back as they had been playing some much more competitive ball over the prior couple of weeks and just falling off so much. It'll be interesting to see if this has a negative carryover effect for Brooklyn coming into this one on the road against the Hawks. On the year right now, the Nets, they're about 14th in the league in scoring, 26th in total team defense, and they have a negative plus-minus of about -3. They're actually pretty similar on both sides of the ball statistically in comparison to the Hawks. So the home team today, Atlanta, they're a little bit under the Nets right now in terms of their overall record. They're at 11-30, and they are much more respectable on their home court, where they're 7-11 this year. Atlanta, they had some tough outings during their recent West Coast road trip, but at least the Hawks were able to close things out on a very positive note. They got past the Denver Nuggets on the road by a final of 110-97 in what's a pretty tough road atmosphere to play in there in Denver. So a great result for Atlanta, even though they had been really struggling during that Western Conference road trip, losing in some close games, losing in some convincing fashion, but then finally closing things out with a nice double-digit win. So on the year, the Hawks, they're 19th in the NBA in scoring, 24th in total team defense, and they have a negative plus-minus of about -4 points. So Atlanta and Brooklyn, in terms of their averages this year, they're very similar teams, but coming into this one today, the Nets, they're going to be without their starting point guard. They're having to head out on the road against a team that has been quite a bit better on their home court than what we've seen from them on the road. And also, just in terms of what both of these teams did in their respective prior outings, we feel like the Hawks are going to be able to bring some positive momentum into this one, coming off of a very strong performance against Denver, while the Nets were just completely throttled in their prior outing, and feel like that's probably going to have a negative carryover effect. So as a result, we are going to go ahead side with the home team today, taking the Atlanta Hawks, giving the 3.5 points. If you guys agree with this pick, give the video a thumbs up. If you disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.